Welcome to episode 2 of this England Football Manager 2016 series with a twist. For those of you that missed episode 1, I'll just quickly let you know what this series is all about. I'm only allowed to select players for the England team that have never played for England, the full England team previous to the game. So for example, Jamie Vardy on the game has 1 cap for England. I cannot select him. I'm only allowed to select players in this first squad that have 0 England caps. Obviously going forwards, these players will obtain caps. And that doesn't mean I can't play them, because that would be ridiculous. They'd end up playing conference players. So this team going forwards will be allowed to be selected in future squads. So what I've done is, thanks to your comments, I've selected the first team for the Slovenia game, which is our first game of the series, and Estonia. So it's going to be a double live com today. Just like my Arsenal series, I will edit out bits of the game, so you'll just see the highlights of games, which I think is the best way to do videos from my point of view anyway. I think that works well, and I think the Arsenal series worked well. For those of you that watched it, you seem to enjoy it, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So this is the team, as you can see. Now there's a lot of players that you suggested that are not in the team, but I will be keeping an eye on these players over the coming weeks, months and year up to Euro 2016. The first squad is mainly, I guess, a team of reasonably well established Premier League / Championship players that perhaps have been overlooked over the years. In future teams, especially against San Marino, it'd be a bit more of an even more experimental team with quite a few young players. And Akinfenwa, now he was a really popular choice to be in the team. He will be facing San Marino in the next episode. So next episode, San Marino in Lithuania. There'll be Akinfenwa, along with quite a few youngsters, perhaps playing in the under-21s or under-19s, quite a few championship players as well. But this is quite a strong, solid team, you can see here. We do have injury problems though. Scott Dan is injured, dislocated shoulder, so we're missing him. And there's some players that I have overlooked simply because of their club form so far at the start of the season. You can see here I've removed all of the established English players, so any player with 1 or more caps for England has been removed from the national pool, so I don't have Gumph in the way basically. All of these players have 0 caps. Now not every single English player is on this. I will be coming across certain players that are not included in the national pool and adding them to the national pool. Players like Jason Punchin weren't included because he had actually been selected by a different nation at the start of the game. However, I've been able to add him since, although he's not in the main team. But he I will want to select him as soon as possible. So he'll probably be one of the more established players to be in the squad to take on San Marino and Lithuania, simply because I want him to get him capped before anyone else does. By the way, I am doing this properly. I'm going to the odd game to have a look at some of my England players. I saw West Ham play, saw Mark Noble play. He's just got back from injury, but he's had a good start to the season, my captain. So it's good to see him playing well. So this is the team I'm going with to take on Slovenia in our first game. I'm going with Danny Ings up front. Charlie Austin was a popular choice in the comment section of episode 1. He is in the team, by the way. However, Ings has scored 5 goals in 2 starts and 2 sub-appearances in the Premier League this season. That is remarkable, really. That is an amazing record. Fortunately, he's not injured on this save, which is good. But Charlie Austin's also had a good start. He's also scored 5 goals this season. However, it's in the Championship, but that is still a very good start for him, and he will certainly be fighting for the top striking position. We've also got players like Berahino, and there's so many strikers that were suggested by you guys that will be in and around the team, and I'll be trying different players out. And it really does depend on their club form as to whether players get in the team, especially henceforth going forwards. Now, some of the players in this squad haven't had the best of starts to the season. Players like Kieran Trippier haven't even played for Spurs yet. However, I'm suffering with right-back injuries. You may have noticed in the national pool some of these injuries. Joel Ward's injured at right-back. Billy Jones is injured at right-back. So there's not a huge amount of choice. Now, the biggest blow is probably Jordan Ibe being injured, meaning that the wingers I'm slightly weak on. But I do have an alternative tactic. If we just have a look here, you can see that's a different formation that I will be playing. at times that doesn't rely on wingers and has two up front, quite strong in central midfield, because we've got lots of central midfielders fighting for a place in the team, like Howson, Noble, Westwood, Drinkwater. They're quite established Premier League players, but there's lots of young ones as well, like Ward-Prowse and Will Hughes and those sort of players. So there's so much choice. There's a lot of English players that are at quite similar level, so it's quite difficult to differentiate the qualities between them. So I've gone with Tom Heaton in goal, getting back to the point of which team I'm playing, but Tom Heaton's in goal. He's the main man today, but you may have noticed I've got the Brentford keeper, David Button, in the team, 26 years old, has had a good start to the season, only conceding 2 goals in 4 games, and he's got 2 clean sheets as well, so he's got the nod above some other Championship goalkeepers. Strangely, Alex McCarthy, by the way. Now, someone did ask, well, a few people asked about Alex McCarthy. He's been capped by Ireland on this game 7 times already. In real life, I don't think he's even got 1 cap, so I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. But I can't select him, unfortunately. He could have been number 1 choice, to be fair. Alex Smithies is the other keeper that's been chosen. He's not had the best of starts to the season. In fact, he's not even been playing for QPR, so because of Robert Green, I guess. However, he's in the team for now, but if he doesn't get in the QPR team next time, unlikely to be picked for the next squad. But I think he is a decent keeper on the game. So moving on, we've got Trippier at right back, like I said. Dyer could play there, but I've gone with Dyer at centre back alongside James Tompkins. That could easily change when Scott Dan comes back, and there's a few other centre backs in the team. Michael Keane, I overlooked him for some reason. He'll probably be in the next squad. I've actually chosen Stephen Taylor, who's moved to Stoke City, by the way, just to give him a chance in the first team. He's 29 years old. This may be his only chance to get an England cap, to be honest. There are better options, I would say, at centre-back. Craig Dawson as well, the West Brom defender, looks pretty solid. Has had a poor start to the season, though, so unlikely to be in the next squad unless he improves. There's certainly quite a few young centre-backs that are vying to replace him. Creswell at left-back, who is probably the best player alongside Mark Noble in the squad, the 2 West Ham players. He's had a great start to the season, especially in the Euro Cup, and done okay in the league as well. But he's my main left-back. Him and Danny Rose will definitely be fighting for the left-back position. Catamol, controversial choice. Loads of Sunderland fans, you in the comment section below, really enjoyed the fact that I was picking Catamol. Newcastle fans, maybe not so much. Mark Noble, the captain in central midfield. Ward-Prowse just behind Danny Ings, and then Redmond as an inside forward on the left, and Mark Albrighton on the right. Let's see how he gets on. There's, like I said, not a huge amount of choice in the winger positions at the moment. There's plenty of young players wanting to get in the team. However, I've gone with Albrighton just to give him a go. He's a good player for Leicester. Let's see how he does against Slovenia. Let's get on with the first match then. We've won every single game in the group so far previous to the save being loaded, so we should, I think we've got probably a chance of qualifying very soon. In fact, in these 2 games we may qualify. As you can see, flat cap, England shirt. I look like a proper, actually, what do I look like? I'm not sure, probably someone from the 90s going along to an England game and ripping up the seats. And Slovenia have gone for a rather defensive tactic. They're pretty much 6 at the back with those 2 defensive midfielders. How will my tactic fare against them? Let's see. How will my players fare? Every single player is making their debut, remember, in this first game. That could be quite unique to the series. There may be another opportunity where I'm able to give a debut to every single starting 11 player. But this may actually be the only time that happens. And every player on the bench obviously doesn't have a cap either. Apparently you have the chance to qualify, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going to give them a bit of a passionate team talk. They don't know me, remember? Like I'm really quite an unknown manager, I guess. I did pick my ability to match the ability of what an England manager should be. Let's put some things up then on here. So Slovenia on the attack straight away, looking dangerous with this free kick. Oh, they've opened the scoring. This is not a good start to my England career as manager. They have taken the lead from a free kick. So let's have a look at this in 3D. Well, we just didn't mark him, did we? And it's a good finish. But that's annoying. 1-0 down after 3 minutes of my England career. and the fans will not be happy. Imagine Roy Hodgson selecting this team and then losing. You know, it wouldn't look good. It would. The media would just completely destroy him. But here goes Danny Ings, and he scores on his England debut. 1-1. We're back in the game straight away. Lovely through ball from James Ward-Prowse. That's what he's all about. Noble into Ward-Prowse. A lovely first time through ball, and Ings calmly finished into the corner. Continuing his rich vein of form with Liverpool. Okay, a highlight. Redmond takes the throw and giving it back, maybe because of an injury there. But here goes Redmond on the ball. Ward-Prowse. Come on, young James. Into Ings. Plays it through to Albrighton. Can he put in a good cross? He does. Redmond scores. Another debut goal, of course. Nathan Redmond. Lovely cross from Albrighton, who has 16 or 17 on crossing, I think, on this game. So he's an exceptional crosser of the ball. Useful player to have out wide. Is he the next David Beckham? Yeah. I don't think so somehow. Okay, another highlight. Incidentally, that was the first goal England had conceded in this group, so it wasn't a great start to the game. Will we concede another here? Slovenia on the ball, looking dangerous. They've got some decent players. They're a decent team. We know that. And here they go. Are they going to equalise here? I think they are. It's offside though, I think. Yep, offside. Kevin Campy is offside, fortunately. So it's half time. We're 2-1 up. It's been relatively comfortable since going down 1-0 at the start of the game. But we can certainly do better. So I'm going to say that to them, and I may make some subs. Catamol's, of course, on a yellow card. Trippier's also on a yellow. James Tompkins not having the best of games at centre-back. Other than that, everyone's doing okay. But I think we will change it a bit. We'll keep it on higher tempo. Closing down. Turn off, get stuck in. I don't want Catamol getting a red card here. And I think we'll go control and just keep hold of the ball and make sure we'll pass Slovenia to death here. Let's do that. Let's see what we can do. Shall I make some subs? So I think I can only make 3 subs in European games, can't I? Qualifying. So I do have to watch myself. Catamol is tired. He's only just come back from injury, but who else could go there? Maybe Westwood. It's probably a good idea to do that. I don't think Westwood's really a ball-winning midfielder. I might swap him with Noble, because Noble's better at being a ball-winning midfielder, I think. Westwood can play as a deep-lying playmaker. Defend. Let's go for that. Just pull our men back a bit. Control the game and maybe get a goal on the break. Or pass Slovenia to death, like I've been saying. Right, so Slovenia are on the ball again. Looking dangerous here. This isn't good. Uh-oh, Trippier, deal with that. Well done, Heaton. Oh! I've been hit by a ridiculous blur. Oh, when that happens, you know, it's pretty sickening. Trippier passing it back to Heaton, who slams it against the Slovenia striker square in the face. Doesn't react at all. He's hard as nails, he is. Eating bricks for breakfast. And it's 2-2. Which is not good. This isn't the best start to my England career. We need to go attacking again, I think, and take control of this game. We're going to, turn up the tempo a bit, and we're going to get stuck in again. Let's push higher up. Changes need to be made to the team. Maybe Danny Ings could come off. Maybe I should replace him. Troy Deeney's had a good start. I forgot about mentioning Troy Deeney, by the way. He's had a good start to the season as well. I'm going to put Troy Deeney on. I'm going to throw him up front. That was a popular choice from you guys to include him in the team. And I'll leave that for now. As you can see, I don't have a huge amount of choice on the winger positions. Sam Byram's in the team. Him and Lewis Cook are probably the 2 obvious players from Leeds that could get into the team. But Sam Byram's in simply because of injuries to right backs. Well, this is pretty frustrating. Nothing going on. I don't really know what to do, to be honest. Let's bring off Albrighton. In fact, I could go to my other tactic and see if that makes a difference, although it is untested. This tactic is similar to my Arsenal one, same formation. But let's go to the England alternative and see if we can make a difference to this. I'm going to put Noble in defensive midfield like before. Westwood can play as a deep line playmaker. Ward-Prowse as an advanced playmaker. And Redmond behind the main man. Albrighton's going to come off. I'm going to throw on Charlie Austin up front. Now, Berahino probably play the next game. He's just come back from injury, so not really that match fit. I'm going to play Austin as an advanced forward. What's Deeney best as? A target man, defensive forward? Maybe a target man, although... Yeah, let's go for that. Okay. I consider Austin to be more of a target man than Troy Deeney, to be honest. But let's see if this works. You can see here it's lacking on the wings, but maybe Trippier and Creswell can bomb forward. I've turned on look for overlap, so that may work well. Let's see. Looks like it's going to be a draw in my first England game, which is a bit unfortunate. Overload. I don't know if overload works yet. But probably not. I'm going to keep it on attacking, actually. I don't think overload works. Higher tempo. Direct. Go route 1. Okay, we're going for this. We're doing good old go route 1. See if this can help us win the game. Come on, guys. Switzerland beating San Marino 7-0. I think it's all over. Pretty disappointing draw, considering we should be winning this game. But maybe it'll take a bit of time to gel this team. And I will be chopping and changing, so I don't know if there will be much opportunity to gel the team. I just want to... I hope you're enjoying this idea of an experience. Oh, crap. Why was I not concentrating there? Never mind. Just ruined the morale of the team, probably. But we should beat Lithuania next. Is it Lithuania next? I think so. No, Estonia next. We should beat Estonia. So Danny Ings is injured for 2 weeks, which is unfortunate. So I can pick a replacement though, so he's not going to be able to play in the next game. But who shall we bring into the team? I'm going to bring, even though he's not a striker, I'm bringing Michael Keane into the team. I think I need a better centre-back. I'm going to give him a chance. At international level, there's always so many injuries and fake injuries, as you know. Catamol's now injured, so I'm going to have to pick someone else to come in for him. Could go for Jordan Much. Let's see how he's got off to... No, not a very good start to the season, actually. I'm just looking down the list. Maybe Wayne Routledge as a winger. I'm a bit weak on the wingers. But he's not got off to the best start for Swansea this season. I want to reward players that are playing well, as you can imagine. But I need a winger. And who's the best option here? Is Patrick... He's a striker, Patrick Bamford. But he hasn't got off to a good start to this year. I'm looking at average rating and goals scored, obviously, for the striking positions. Ravel Morrison. Interesting. But he's only played 1 game. So this is what I've been doing so far. You just get an insight into what I have been doing. Lots of people suggested Jordan Obita, but he's injured. Lansbury's injured. He was a popular suggestion, as was James Wilson. Tom Ince. He's a winger and has had a decent start to his Derby career this season. Let's bring him into the team. He's 23 years old. He's quite experienced now. Let's give him a chance. Just to let you know, I am keeping an eye on the under-21s, the under-19s as well, just to see how the players are getting on. You'll see here, Luke Shaw is back in the under-21 squad because I'm not selecting him. Callum Chambers as well. Quite a few people asked about him. He does actually have a full caps for England already, which is why I can't select him. But yeah, it's just a good idea to keep an eye on some of these players that could break into the first team as well, like Patrick Roberts, Jack Grealish. If they play well for the under-21s or for their clubs, then they definitely will be making it into the team at some point. Dele Alli, popular choice. He's not quite... I mean, in real life, he's had a great start to his Tottenham career and has broken into the England team. But on the game, he doesn't look spectacular, does he? But he's certainly got the potential to be in the team very soon if he plays well for Spurs. Another injury, and it's to Michael Keane, who I've just called up to the first team, out for 2 weeks, and there's no time to call up a replacement. That is annoying, because I was looking forward to playing Michael Keane in this game against Estonia and giving him a chance. He'll have to wait until the next game, I guess. I'm actually going to change the team quite a bit for this Estonia game, so give me a second. So the team's pretty different, as you can see. I'm going with David Button in goal instead of Smithies, because Smithies hasn't had a great start to the season, whereas Button has, so I think he deserves a chance in the first team. The goalkeepers could be completely different in the next squad, by the way, because there's so many goalkeepers that are quite similar ability. If you go by star rating, there's lots of goalkeepers on 2 stars or 1.5 stars for the team. Gone with Sam Byram at right back. I thought I'd just give some of these players a chance. We should be beating Estonia, even with this team, in my opinion. Dyer is remained in the team alongside Stephen Taylor coming into the team at centre back because Michael Keane's injured. It was between him and Craig Dawson. I've decided to go with Taylor. Perhaps Dawson will come off the bench, who knows. Rose at left back, giving him his debut. Noble's moved back to defensive midfield. I just realised I don't really have another defensive midfielder now. Catamol's at the team. Drinkwater is coming into the team, the Leicester central midfielder. Howson's going to be playing in an attacking playmaker role behind Charlie Austin up front. Tom Ince on the right wing and Berahino as an inside forward on the left. Let's see how this works then. I bet there's probably Europe in real life there'd be media from these other European countries saying we're arrogant playing these sort of players against them. But this is just a bit of fun, this series. At the end of the day, I'm unlikely to win the Euros. I'm unlikely to even get out the group of my Euros, I guess, with this weaker team. But I want to prove to the world that there's lots of strength and depth in England, and we can play some of these other players that are always overlooked by managers. Okay, what shall I say? I'm just going to passionately give them a bit of a boost. We need the defence to play better. We've not got Tom Heaton today, so he's not going to slam a ball into a striker's face and give away a goal. I'm excited. I'm really enjoying this so far, and it's only been one game, which we didn't even play very well in, but I'm still excited. Byram gives away a free kick early on. Not much going on at the moment, but Estonia, with a clear-cut chance there to open the scoring. We've picked up 4 yellow cards in this half. What the hell is going on? We've done nothing as well. No highlights for us whatsoever. That is poor. Really poor and boring for the England fans. To be fair, I went to the England versus Estonia game at Wembley and it was not the greatest game in the world. Just realised Berahino really can't play as an inside forward, can he? So I'm actually going to change to my other tactic. And I'm going to make some changes. Noble is really quite tired. So I think he's going to have to come off, unfortunately. He's going to come off for Westwood, who he's not really a ball-winning midfielder. Can play as a... Let's just do that. Let's just change his role. Howson's dropping into midfield. Berahino can go up front alongside Austin. Berahino can play as... They're both advanced forwards, him and Austin. Let's just go with 2 advanced forwards and see if that works. Tom Ince, I think, will probably have to come off because he can't play there. I'm going to bring on Ward-Prowse again for a second cap. Let's see if this makes a difference. I really hope so, because this has been a dull game and we need to maybe just go a bit more direct, I guess, a bit more impetus to our play. That's what we need. Come on guys. Berahino and Austin up front should be a good match, I reckon. Both as advanced forwards though, so let's see how that works. Okay, highlights at last, but it looks like it's going to be for Estonia here. Here they go. Byram wins it. Drinkwater into Austin. What's he going to do? Lovely ball to Byram, bursting down the right hand side. He's not had a good game, but here is a chance. Ward-Prowse couldn't find the back of the net from like 2 yards out. I think I'm going to have to make another substitution. Berahino's tired and not playing very well. Troy Deeney's going to have to come on. There may be a complete overhaul in the striking positions for the next. In fact, there will be. I'm going to put Akinfenwa in the team, aren't I? The whole team could be different for the next international. So we'll see. I'll have to analyse the players playing for their league teams and how well they play in the league. We really need to do something here. Let's pump it. This is just awful, pumping it. But maybe we've got a chance here. Byram whips it in. Austin. Oh, how did that not go in? Drinkwater out wide to Rose. Danny Rose. Oh, another highlight. We're getting some highlights now. This is what I wanted. Byram. Ward-Prowse. Drinkwater. Danny Rose. What are we doing? Oh, Westwood. Lovely ball. To Byram. Deeney. Blocked corner. Come on, guys. I think I need to work on my set pieces, actually. Ward-Prowse and Taylor heads it wide. I'm going overload. How many of these players are going to stay in the team? Alright, Byron's played well in the second half. Taylor's actually got the highest rating out of any of my players. Drinkwater's played alright. But, 2 draws. This could be it, although they've got a chance right at the end, which would be frustrating if they win this, but it's clear. Can we get a breakaway goal with 15 seconds to go? Westwood slam it up the pitch. Come on, Drinkwater. Up to Austin. Is this going to be a chance? He's offside. And there we go, guys. 2 draws in this episode. I'm going to have to apologise to the nation for that. And a draw against Slovenia, draw against Estonia. Perhaps we've been punished for my arrogance, thinking that we could win games. Disappointed. This time I've done the right thing. Concentrating. Our best player, I think, was Stephen Taylor, who I probably won't be selecting again, although maybe I should. So I think we're very close to qualifying. We have qualified. We've qualified. That's okay. However, we're only 2 points above Switzerland with the last 2 games. Against San Marino and Lithuania, we should be winning them, but we should have beaten Slovenia and Estonia today, and we didn't. So that is annoying. But anyway, thank you for watching this episode 2. Please hit that like button if you've enjoyed it and if you're enjoying the idea of this series. Episode 3, like I said, will be San Marino and Lithuania, and Akinfenwa is going to make an appearance in the San Marino game. Let's see what happens. See you soon, guys.